YoureTheProduct.com.
You're listening to the 419 Grind Podcast, Toledo's source for exclusive news in music, business, sports, and entertainment.
419 Grind Podcast is back again. Rocky Duh.
What up, though?
It's good, man.
Nothing, chilling, man.
We haven't talked in like 4 years, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while. I
Like-
was just thinking about that. Like, man, I remember I did
The
that.
first
It was
interview.
It's a while, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
A lot of
crazy.
things changed.
What's changed though?
Everything, actually. Everything's changed from then to now. For real, more. The best thing that's changed is myself.
Right.
I think my attitude and my approach to just not just my career, but life is different.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because I know at the workshop Saturday, you kind of dove into like how you went from working
Yeah,
3 jobs
yeah,
to working for nobody, working for
Yeah.
yourself.
yeah.
Mention that, like talk about like when you started with, like you said you had $60 in your pocket.
Yeah.
Like talk about that a little bit.
Well, what we was talking about is I was just telling them, I was talking about branding yourself, and I just said how I jumped off the ledge.
Yeah.
Basically, I was getting tired of working for people. I hated working for people. I still do to this day. So that's how I really started the hate for that. And I was just reading a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he talks about that in the book and how everyone's going to hate their job.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
everybody
right.
hates their job.
Yeah.
Even if you go and get a new job and you think it's the best position that you always want in your life, you're probably still going to hate your job.
Yeah.
Not because of what you're doing, it's because it's a job. You're doing it for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew that my happiness was going to come if I just jumped off the edge. And so what I did was me and my boy, me and Roach, we had went in on press and vinyl and T-shirts, and all I had was a Rocky Duh logo. Yeah. And I just started pressing them up. And then, like, the first day I made, like, $240. I had, like, $60 to my name. I made, like, $260. And I was just like, I'm about to keep doing this. And what if I do this every day? I remember telling my cousin, what if I do this every day? Like, Then some days it got to where I started making more money, and then to now where it gets to the point where it moves. I control what I gross and what I make and what I'm willing to do and what I don't want to do, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard though. I'm making it easier.
It's gonna be hard. Yeah.
It's hard as shit because, like I said, you don't really, you don't know when your next dollar is coming, or how much. But kind of now I do because I'm kind of sort of since my own manager, so I can put plays down for myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So what do you think? Why do you think other artists? I'm not saying that any other artist isn't doing what you're doing, but why do you think other artists can't do that?
I don't want to say they can't do it. Because I think everybody can do it. It's more to it than just selling something or being a rapper.
Right.
It comes along with like your personality, your network.
Yeah.
I've been blessed just to have all of those things together. So when I put a product, whether it be merchandise or an album or an interview or a video, when I put something out, all of that network is grabbing that. They paying attention to it. And then on top of that, it's good shit.
Yeah.
I think people really forget about how I talk about everything else about being an artist and about merchandise and all of that, but you got to really understand that if you have good shit or not.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. You can have the best things around you. You know what I'm saying? But is it really, really good? And is it good on how good is it? Is it good on any levels? Like, I still get new fans, and they all ages, all races. That's good shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So versus you click into, an artist who sticks to one demographic, even if they do come out with merchandise or more albums or shows, whatever that they want to do, they can do everything that I did. It's just the simple fact that their audience base isn't that big.
Right.
It's big, but it's not broad.
Yeah, I was about to say broad.
Because it's not broad. You know what I'm saying? So that you got to stick it in this one box and hope you can get all of that. Meanwhile, a guy like me, I'm all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place, and I connect with different type of people on different levels. So when I give them something, different people grab it. And I think that's the big difference. I think that's the big difference.
It is the big difference. I don't think a lot of artists, they just focus on one thing. A lot of artists just focus on the music. Okay, let me get this song out, right? Put this song out, and then a month later, I'm gonna put the whole project out,
right?
And not thinking about, okay, I need to put this single out, and then I'm gonna brand myself, and let the single ride, let it build, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna put some T-shirts out with the single, name on it, or whatever. Get some stickers, get some flyers, just to promote the actual single, which promotes my brand. That way, when that single builds up, and then it's time to put out the album, everybody knows, like, okay, this is about to be hot.
Right. That's a good way. But I'm kind of like cooking in like the microwave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because a lot of artists are, though.
You got to.
I talked to somebody else.
You gotta put it in the microwave. You got to now, and it was so hard for me to realize that. And you know what I'm saying? I used to just sit on music, and I used to just sit on everything, and you know what I'm saying? And I used to just wait for the moment to be perfect. Right. And it was like things are. That don't mean don't put out no whack stuff. You know what I'm saying? Quick, but you got to know what's good. Like I said, it all goes back to what's good. And if I know my ability to put out good music, I'm like, I don't want to boost myself up, but when I make music, when I'm in the studio, it's rarely not coming out bad.
Yeah. Well, you got one of the best producers in the city.
Yeah, it's coming out. Yeah,
so y'all, when you work as a team like that, and you got an ear.
It's coming out,
hot.
man. It's coming out crazy to the point where, and I'm my favorite artist, so it's coming out to where I'm looking at it like, dude, like you can't give people one album a year and let them listen to it all year. You have to give them more, because I want more.
Right.
So, I just feel like for real, people just need to. I don't know, man. Music is just the thing that people just need to. I don't know. They need to be creative and understand that you're actually selling yourself. I sell myself.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, like, how do you come up with what's the process of you coming up with a song that you know is gonna build on top of what you already done before?
Oh, well, I know instantly, actually. You know what I'm saying? I know instantly. Like this hoodie, like this merchandise for my song and video I got out, Without You. I Still Love Me Without You. And I had the beat, and I remember making a hook, and I only had, the beat was so hard. It was just dun, 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 dun. And I was like, if I can put something right here that people are going to like.
Right.
God going to do the rest.
Yeah.
And I sat with the beat, and I had the melody, and I sat in front of the computer just laying the beat. Then one day I just got it. You say you love me, how I feel. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same melody as the beat.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, that's so hard.
Yeah.
and then I only had the hook for a couple of days. Then my boy was getting into it with his girl, and I had the inspiration for the verses because I wasn't going through this. That song isn't about anyone personally in my life. So I got the energy, and I just wrote the hook. I wrote the verses, and I knew, like, man, that's gonna be a banger. That's my favorite song, you know. And then after that, when we dropped the video, and I was like, okay, we about to do a video for Without You. We need to drop merchandise.
Yeah.
So I had printed up some merchandise, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't this. And then my business partner, my friend 40, he sent me something back like, oh, we should do this. And that was the image that you see now.
Right.
And so what we do is, we drop the video, we drop the merch at the same time.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's how we did it. And we do it we're trying to develop that habit of you get music, video, event, merch.
Yeah.
interviews.
Right.
We want to give you everything, like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's exactly what I was trying to say. Like, like
we
a lot of
to.
artists don't do that.
That's their problem. And I had that problem before, though. I had that problem before, though. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want meaning that in a disrespectful way.
I get it, though.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's their problem, that they don't want to put that into.
They don't put the effort in.
Yeah, that's in it. They rather sit about. If you notice me, I don't talk about like music or what I feel like I deserve from people.
You don't.
I don't say anything like that because I don't put my energy into it. Right. I want to give you something first, and then. Now, if nobody was to listen to my albums, I would be like, y'all owe me, you know what I'm saying? But I think if people didn't listen to my albums, because I feel like more people should listen to my albums, actually. Yeah. But I don't say it because I don't want that energy to be off. A lot of artists spend too much energy on the wrong shit.
I see it a lot, though.
I ignore
it. Especially here.
Especially here. They put so much energy into the wrong things that has nothing to do. Like, now I'm getting to the point where I won't do nothing if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would literally stay at home. If I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, then I'd rather do nothing.
Yeah.
So I think it's too much of the in-between. And what artists need to realize is once you get on your job like that, you can't really have more time to do what you want to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's a trick too. What you really want to do can still happen while you do what you supposed to do. That's what they don't get, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could still go. I could still do whatever I want. I can drink whenever I want, smoke whenever I want, talk to any girl I want, any vice or desire that I have. I can still do it, but I'm just selling merchandise and rapping while doing it.
Right. Yeah. It's like people, now that you do what you do, right? People look forward to the Rocky brand.
Yeah.
It's not just It's not just okay, this dude is putting out music, good music. No, it's the Rocky brand that they look forward to. Even when you hosting shows, when you do music, the merch, they look forward to the Rocky brand. Yeah. Because they like you as a person. Yeah.
I sell myself.
Yeah, you sell yourself and you do that so well.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's the selling yourself thing. I started to realize that, and I tell my friends and my team and the people I have around me. And I stress to them, and I don't say it in like an arrogant way, but I try to tell them, like, I'm the product.
Yeah.
And before, I remember I stopped being friends with people back in the day for telling me I was the product. And I was like, no, we a team.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, don't make this about me.
Yeah. They want to push you out front.
6 years later, I can look back at that argument and that conversation like, you was wrong, Rocky.
Yeah.
You are the product.
Right.
So me knowing that I'm the product, it's like this bottle of water. I have to present it. Yeah. If it was up to me, I would have wore what I had on yesterday over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I didn't, because we're gonna be having pictures. I took a picture yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It's little stuff like that you have to care about. You have to sell yourself, and that's what I realized. Like I let people decide, like, what they don't like and what they do like. That's why businesses have like comment sections. Like I look at everything people tell me. Yeah.
Even
because they gonna pay me.
Right. Those are your customers.
Yeah, those are customers.
You're the product, and they're the customers.
Yeah.
You listen to what the customers is saying. You give them exactly what they want.
Yeah. And sometimes I try to do something different, especially people talk about Toledo and our market, but I've worked this market so well.
Yeah.
I worked it so well that to the point where it's like, I want to see what else. Like I was saying at the on the panel this weekend, and I was just telling them, create your events. I think that's what people don't give me enough credit for, is the things that I've created for myself. Because none of the Unplugged, who in a city that does a 2-hour show,
nobody
with a live band, no tracked out music, and have close to 300 people there.
Right. Nobody.
And with no features, no famous celebrity to hype it up.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No one has ever done that. I don't even want to say they can't do it, because I want them to do it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I create what I want.
Yeah.
I don't go out and I don't complain that what we don't have. I make it happen. I make us have it.
Right.
Because I know people want this. They want to see it. They're going to support it because we need vibes. Like I'm about to do this thing, a comedy show. Everybody knows I'm hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm embracing into my personality. That's what sells too.
Right.
So, and I think it's cool nowadays, 2020. You allowed to be yourself. You allowed to be funny. You allowed to be however you are.
Yeah,
like
that's what that comes with social media.
Social media just gave us that ability. So I'm tapping into that, and I love comedy, and I'm about to do a night of stand up.
You
Rocky Dub. The event is called Rocky Dub. I think I want to be a comedian.
Oh my God. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and this is the first time I've been thinking of this for like a year, and this is the first time I'm actually saying it, but because we're actually about to do it.
Okay.
And where I'm going to go, and I'm going to book other comedians. I'm going to book some local, probably one or two local. I'm going to book a big name comedian, but I'm going to do a set.
Yeah.
So stand up. It's going to be called Rocky Dub. Rocky Dub presents I Think I Want to Be a Comedian.
That's genius, man.
Yeah.
That's just expanding your brand as far as it is now.
Yeah, I looked at people like Donald Glover. He's amazing at that. When I seen him got a Netflix special doing comedy. Right. You can't fail Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? Right. Will Smith is doing crazy stuff right now. Yeah. It's different people. Like even Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like we live in a time now where you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah. Like anything you want to do. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you want to do. I hit you up about some water. Right, I'm trying to. You remember I was the drink water, respect women thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's still in the back of my head that I looking forward to getting out. You know what I'm saying? It's just a time where you can do whatever. And like I said, people are paying for whatever. People love to see a young black man doing that. Yeah. And I'm gonna keep doing it.
I think other people are afraid to actually do what they're thinking. Mm-hmm. Because most of the time when you think about something, you think the first thought you come to your brain is this is crazy. Yeah. And most people when they think that, fear comes, in their head. They say, "Oh, I can't do that because it's crazy." Yeah. Fear, doubt, and you worry. Like, okay, I can't do this because that's out of mind. Nobody has ever done that before. Yeah. But those are the things that you should do.
Yeah. Because I would refer back to another book. I'll be trying to read a little bit. I read this book, Think Rich, Grow Rich, and it was a story in there and that stuck with me about this man. He built gold. He was a gold miner, and he was finding a gold stem, and it was like $3 billion worth of gold back in the gold rush in San Francisco, right? This is a true story. He didn't find it, right? He gave up, doubt, worry, and he gave up, and he took to the pawn shop all of his mining equipment, right? What? He pawned it all in. He just wanted the money. He was done. He told the pawn shop owner about the actual stem, what he was doing. The pawn shop owner took all of the equipment. The man was just digging one big hole. No lie, the pawn store owner went and dug a hole 3 feet next to him.
And got it.
And became the richest man in San Francisco the next day. Wow. And that's the thinking. Yeah. It's getting out of your ideas. You could just think it. If you think it, I ain't gonna lie, I smoke weed. So I smoke weed, and I smoke weed to be creative. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when I hit a blunt and I think my mind get to running, I'm running and I'm telling somebody or I'm putting it in my heart. Like, that was amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the weed be letting you know. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it comes from. Like, I just try to capitalize. And like I said, it all boils down to me having to work for myself, too. Right. So I have to think of ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you work for somebody else in sales or something, if you worked in retail or something like that. Yeah. You're making sales for the company. Right. You have to go out and push the agenda for the company and whatever they have. Right. And I do that for myself. Like, no, you got to figure out something else because you're going to need some more money. You need more money. You need a big play. I need a big play. This is coming up. I need a big play. So I got to think of something where I'm going to get more money. Okay, I need to keep some steady money coming. So I need to put in the little plays. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to make everything count. Yeah.
And you know what? When I was on medical leave for like 6 months in 2017, right? Those 6 months was probably my best months as an entrepreneur.
Because you had no time. You had all the time in the world to do whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah. And another thing, like I went into, when you work for a company, you go into a worker mode. Yeah. Worker bee. Yeah. Like you were ant doing the same thing over and over again, grabbing this and putting it here. When you're an entrepreneur, that your mind especially a person that's a natural entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Your mind expands to where you're not just thinking about putting these parts on this Jeep.
Yeah.
You're thinking about, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this, and I need to do this to make this money because otherwise I'm not gonna eat.
Yeah, you're not gonna. And me, I developed a what I was about to say. I developed like a habit to where it's like I know like how to run myself now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Monday, Mondays, I don't do anything.
Okay.
Every Monday, I don't do nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I be booked all weekend.
Right.
I don't even get my son on Mondays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because I be booked all weekend and during my end of the week be so crazy. And I just be like, on Mondays, I'm going to sit down. So I just take orders,
Right.
recap, watch interviews, and study something. You know what I'm saying? Just to reset my mind. I take mental health days. Like, that's what I call them. I'm be like, I call them a mental health day. And I go and I might just be by myself all day.
You have to, yeah.
And but when Tuesday comes around, Wednesday, Thursday, you know,
back on the grind.
It's I got orders. I set it already up. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff that I don't know. It's just habits. It's really your habits for real.
Yeah.
How bad you want to be successful, because you can still have a job and do all of this.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I called you earlier. You was at a factory, and I'm like, dude, this dude is. I thought you was doing the podcast. Man, when you get off, bro?
Right. I was like, oh man, Rocky gonna see me in my work glasses and everything.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this dude about to get off. Like, is we still doing it? Like, nigga, you ain't tell me. Like I said, you can still have a job and do it though. You can still. I'm not saying that you have to just go AWOL, you know, but just remember what you're doing, because sometimes you can think about that money and that you're getting from your job, and you can lose focus on what your actual dream is.
I have. I mean, I've done that before.
You can lose focus quick because because what a job does is, a job is basically telling you, like, it's giving you schedule and discipline that you don't have to give yourself.
Yeah.
A little piece of paper called a schedule does that for you.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're thinking about. Oh yeah, I gotta go in at 9. I get off at 8. Boom, every day, this is what I got to do. I'm going to come home. Now I got some time for myself.
Right.
Versus me, I could say, all right, I'm going to wake up early today.
Yeah.
Then I'm done after 6 because the Lakers play. So I'm about to get everything I got to do out of the way before 6. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a different kind of structure. Yeah. But I think a job just sometimes make you forget about it. You don't want to even do it. Don't nobody want to do it.
It does.
You don't want to do it.
Because when I first... in 2013, when I first got hired in a Jeep, I basically said, I don't need to do anything else. Yep. I could just go to work every day and I make this month.
Yeah, don't make good amount of money either. Don't make no good money because you start thinking like, I don't need this. I got a guaranteed 2 bands coming every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I don't got to do nothing else.
Right.
I don't want to do nothing else. And that's what jobs do.
That's terrible, though.
That's what jobs are for. That's what jobs do. They're for to keep people in their seats.
Yeah, and it's terrible. Like that kind of job can suck the creativity out of you.
It will.
I actually stopped from 2013 until 2015, 2 years.
Yeah.
I didn't do any work. As far as graphics, I didn't want to do any work. When somebody called me to do a logo or a flyer, I was like, all right, man, I'll do it. Because I was like, okay, I got this grind, this 5 a.m.
It's the 419 grind. You gotta grind.
right. You gotta grind here. Yeah, I mean, that's just what it's about. But I was like, why should I have to do anything else? I make this amount of money.
Yeah,
I ain't got to do that. I don't need that money. But then I started like itching, like, oh, I got to do this, man, because it's in me.
Because what people fail to realize is it's not even really about the money. It's the cool part when it's in your hand.
Yeah.
But it's the other things around it.
Yeah.
Like I got so many things that I don't get paid for. I do more things that I don't get paid for than I actually do.
Right. I don't get paid for this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
You just do it because you enjoy it.
And seeing people, like helping other artists, helping people, giving people information, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people don't really want to do that.
Right.
They don't want to talk to people. Like I just had a girl just come up to me and say, ask me some vital information that she can do for her brand. And she was like, it's crazy. I'm like, what? She's like, I couldn't even ask nobody else this.
That's crazy though.
And I'm like, she was like, I had to talk to you because I knew you would talk to me.
Right.
Nobody else would. And she know a lot of people with the same information as me. Nobody would talk to her about helping her brand. And so, like I said, I take pride in, and I know that all of that's going to come back.
Yeah. Right, but you being a blessing to somebody else, that's a blessing in itself.
You want to bless and be a blessing.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I do this because, I figured, this is great to me.
Yeah.
Podcasting is great. Doing interviews is great to me.
Yeah.
Like getting information on other people. I learn something every time I do a interview.
Yeah.
I learned about. The first time we met, I was like, "Oh man, this dude he like the Wu-Tang Clan. He like a lot of stuff. Master P and them. He like all the stuff that I like.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before. I just knew you guys Rocky Duh.
Yeah.
But doing this stuff is like you find out about people, and it's like I really learned about you and your music. Like the Black LP, probably one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah. We're trying to get that on streams actually. So
yeah, what's up with that?
Because
gotta get some it's cleared music.
Man, that CD had every sample. You remember? If you listen to the CD, but not even the music. We sampled so much stuff from skits to everything was sampled. The whole album was. So we kind of didn't. I'm sure it'll go through. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be getting YouTube emails all day. Copyright has been. And then it don't really be making sense after that.
Yeah.
So I try to stay away from that. But we are about to do something. I was just talking to my cousin about it. We are about to do something where all of my albums are going to be available, everything at one place, at one time. So we'll be able to get that. So
what other events are you do you got going on this year or?
Well, this year I'm starting my birthday weekend. I always do birthday parties and they're pretty big, but I'm going to do an actual weekend of things that I like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do a celebrity basketball game. I want to do not just a club event. I want to bring something for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a seminar or something like that. Okay. I want to do something. So that's what I'm planning right now. Then we got the comedy show that we're about to start getting the ball rolling on that because I got to, go out there and see if I can really do it. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go. I probably got to go sign up for like an amateur night at Fat Fish.
I'm about to say, nobody. Are you going to?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go and I'm not going to tell anyone.
Yeah.
Because I want to see random people who don't know me.
Right.
Because I know
people that know you,
once I know it, everybody's going to be like, no, I don't think they're going to laugh. I think people are going to be hard because
the people that you know?
I think once I say that I'm going to do it and it start getting promoted, I think people are just going to come just to see it.
Yeah.
I think people want to see whether I fail or if I'm funny. People know I'm funny already, but it's different.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be like a real comedian where I'm putting out YouTube videos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The Instagram skits and all. I'm not going to do that. I want to go real comedy, like stand up.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy type.
Eddie Murphy,
feel
raw,
like I want to get like that. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to start working on like short films, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to music, let me ask you this. I always want to ask you this. Like you don't sound like anybody that I know.
Yeah.
A lot of people sound like other people.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're copying off of
other people.
Yeah, they're inspired, but I don't see like when I listen to your music, even your cadence when it comes to rap, like you don't sound like anybody else. Or do you?
No, do I?
No, I mean, no. I don't think you do.
No, I don't think, well, because what I learned is, and I struggled with that for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But what I learned is, like I said this weekend, you got to be authentic, you know?
Because I know a dude had a question. Like
about he asked about switching the sound, because everybody use auto-tune and all that. I was like, you still got to be yourself, you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever, but that's what it really comes from. Why I don't sound like anyone, because I know you sound like people. Like people know when you sound like someone. Like and like I said, I'm my favorite artist, so I know when I'm sounding like someone. Or if I get like a beat off YouTube and it's like an artist vibe, like I'll try to stray away from that artist. Like you know what I'm saying? Because you could potentially sound like that artist. And like I said, I want to tell my story like in an authentic way as possible. So my cadence and my flow, that's just me. That's just the love of music. That's just, I listen to rappers and I be like, no, you should have came like this. You know what I'm saying? I write my rap, so I could tell myself that. Like,
you're a true MC then.
Like, no, no, you gotta like start snapping right here. I want to hear you snapping right here. You feel me? Or how I write my raps, I come in, I don't start it until I get the first 2 bars. The first 2 bars to tell me everything about the song.
Yeah.
Off 2 bars alone.
Right.
And then after that, I could see like what's my phrase? Keep going, coach. You feel me? Like, I could tell myself that, like, no, they're going to like that, but give them something else to like. You know what I'm saying? That'd be my thing, is I think about my listeners.
See, a lot of people don't do that.
I think about what y'all going to think.
Yeah.
I think about what y'all going to think, like, damn, he went crazy right there. Then he broke it down.
Right.
Then he started singing. Then he talked about this, and then it's a shock value. I want to give you a shock value in a song like one of my records, Life of the Party. You know, that's a real. I talk about that song a lot because that was a real mental break for me to talk about that song, and to make that song is about me, you know, being you know, depressed and messed up in life about my mom, and because she's in a coma. And I'm going out, I'm drinking, I'm spending my money on stupid stuff, making bad decisions with women. I'm just being just stupid, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be the life of the party, but I didn't trying to move away from the thought that I had of my mom.
Right.
I was trying to get away from that, and then I initially found out my mom passed away while I was in the club.
Yeah.
And that made me totally look at the club differently. Like, this is not where I want to be.
Right.
It's more to it than, because some, especially local artists and stuff like that, they think either they're in the club too much or they're not in the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And both of those are wrong.
Right. Yeah.
So now I know I can go and shoot out. I just said it in a bar in the song. I just dropped Derrick Rose. I said, like, I'm in a bar to sell merchandise and dip on the hoes. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because now that's what I'm in there for.
Right.
I'm in there so you can see me.
Right.
See what I got on, because more than likely it's some Star Bro Finish Rich stuff.
Yeah.
See my face, probably pop a little popcorn with you, and I'm leaving.
Right.
So it's just, when I make music, I kind of know what you're going through. And I know, and I listen to other rappers, and I know what they're not saying. You know, people always compare me to like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and these different type of conscious rappers and all of that.
You talk real.
I talk real artists like that, which is cool. Meek Mill is one of them. I get a lot.
Right.
But my thing is, as much as I love their story, I always feel like nobody's telling it from my point of view.
Right.
You can always say, like, I was in the hood or I was doing this, but I'm actually telling it from the pain part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm giving that to you in every bar, not just every song. Now, Meek Mill speaks from his pain. J. Cole does too. They all do.
Right.
But I feel like I'm touching it like I'm still here because I am.
Right.
And I don't think that's going to ever change in my music, and I think that's why people like me, because I say the things that we all think.
Yeah. Because, you know, especially our people here, they want to talk about chains, rims, girls, drinking, and smoking.
I do too, though.
I mean, I know you do, but I'm just saying. But that's all they talk about, though.
Yeah, and I just was talking to I was talking to myself about this, because people always ask me, like, why such and such don't do records? If y'all notice, if you pay attention, people don't do records with me like that.
Yeah.
Be up and coming. When they're up and coming, they call me, pay for a feature, all of that. But once they start getting hot, nobody does a record with me. And I started to think about that, and I'm like, why? And I thought about it. The thing is, like you just said, they're rapping about drugs and guns and cars, and I'm making records like Jimmy's song, where I'm actually the opposite of you.
Yeah.
You don't feel comfortable doing a record with me.
Right.
It's going to be a fabricated record. Like, it's not going to be a good record.
Right.
And when I think about it, every time I do a feature with an artist here and artists like that, the record is not as good as I think it's going to be.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because it's like I said, I'm the total opposite. My lyrics are saying, hey, kid, do not shoot anybody.
Right, yeah.
My records are saying, hey, kid, you don't need a chain to be sweet.
Right.
That's what I'm saying in my songs. So I don't expect an artist who talks about drugs a lot, jewelry a lot, to call me for a song, because why would they? That's like, why?
It's another thing about that is, like, they kind of like, I don't want to say they don't like the fact that you do music
because
like
they love the music.
They love the music, yeah. It's just like they can't relate.
Right. And why would you do it? Why would you get on a song? If you talk about drugs and you talk about...
You think it'll mess up their brand?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. They talk about getting money.
Right.
They talk about... Which I talk about all of these things too.
Right.
But I just say it differently.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Your delivery is
the way I'm saying it is totally different.
Yeah,
so
totally different.
So I'm not saying that they don't, because I do songs with those artists as well. I'm just saying they don't come out as good.
Okay.
Because in that type of situation, and Julius could probably tell you this, anybody could tell you this, that's really in the studio with two artists, somebody has to sacrifice. Somebody has to, unless I'm sending you something and you sending me and we just snap in there, it's just quick.
Yeah.
Somebody has to sacrifice something.
Right.
And if you're an artist who talks about this one way and I'm already about to talk to this one way, we have to meet. And a lot of local artists and a lot of artists, period, they don't know how to meet in the middle.
Right.
For a song. It's you write this, I write this.
Yeah. Like
and this is the song.
Right.
When you really need to be like, no, go back in the day and no, let's sit down and really talk about what we're about to talk about and put our shit together the right way. Me and Martina just did that in the studio and we got a fire song.
Yeah, Martina.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get her on here. But it's like if you did, like you were saying, the song is not gonna come out good because it's not authentic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real.
I'm not gonna say it's not real.
Well,
it just doesn't sound, because it's like, who does it sound like?
It doesn't.
Whose song is it?
Yeah.
What? Okay, even when I do a song with somebody else who got a totally different view and lyric content, I tell myself that, like, are you making a song that sound like them?
Right.
When I get a feature, I tell myself that, like, why? Like, when during the studio sessions, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Fire.
Right.
But then when you listen to the song, it's like,
yeah,
this is not.
Like, whose song is this?
Yeah, no matter whose song it is, you still wonder, like, this is not my.
Yeah.
It's like, I got a machine. It's like I run everything through a machine mentally, and sometimes features and stuff like that, they don't work. They don't read during the machine, so
okay,
that's why they don't happen.
Right. Well.
Yeah, they just don't. Yeah, like I said, but I don't want to discourage nobody because I work with people. I'll try to run it through the machine, but it's very few times that it works like that.
Yeah.
I'm an old school rapper. I'm one of them person. Give me a singer in here and let him hit my whole song. They don't even gotta say the hook. That's throwback. I listen to old school hip hop, DMX, and I was just listening to, and then there was X and all of that older stuff. And them boys got singers on every song.
Yeah.
You don't even realize it though. Like, singers is hitting their ad libs, hitting little parts in the hook. Right. And I be like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want. Cause when you talking about honest, real stuff like a Jay-Z or a DMX and Jadakiss and all those guys, or Tupac, Ice Cube, when you talk about real stuff like that, our ears are accustomed to hearing a beautiful sound with that. The people go to church all the time.
Right.
That's what you're accustomed to listening to. So I like singers. I like being in the studio with singers.
So when it comes to your type of music that you like to listen to, what's your
I listen to anything hot. I don't listen to it for a long time, and I'm one of those people who I listen to the same song. Like, if I'm stuck on a song, I'm listening to that song because it makes me feel a way.
Yeah.
And when I want to feel another way, I probably got a song already for that.
Right.
Lately, I've been trying to get out of it, so I've just been letting my shuffle play, let anything ride. But I listen to what I think is hot. I'm not one of those guys who don't listen to new artists. I listen to new artists. I would say I'm bad at looking for a new artist.
Right, yeah.
But that has to change because I'm a new artist still. You know what I'm saying? The world don't know me.
Right.
So I have to get out of that mind frame so I can see how they got to me so I can get to other people.
Right.
So, yeah.
So do you have a top 10? Because I do this with every artist that comes in.
Top all time?
Yeah, all time.
Rappers? Yeah. No order.
If you want to put them in order?
I want to put them in order.
Okay.
My top 10 favorite rappers all time. Hove, of course.
Yeah.
Hove, Wayne, Kiss, me.
You know what? Let me stop you right there. Every artist that came in here and gave their top 10, they never said themselves.
Yeah, I think to be honest though, I think if I was to blow up tomorrow, I think I would be a top 5 rapper.
I mean, you could be, yeah.
Yeah, I think it that's how I create my music.
But it's good that you feel that you are your own top 10. A lot of artists they didn't even mention themselves at all.
No, yeah, hell yeah, yeah. Of course, them people can't rap. You know, it's
right.
I don't know. I'm really just now getting into where I can be able to say that. You know what I'm saying? And feel myself, because now I'm just writing stuff and it's like getting better, and I'm like, how the hell am I doing this now? Like now it's getting to the point now where it's like, okay, dude, like what are you saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm looking at God like after I write a song, like, man, dude, you really put this on my heart to say this like this, dude. Like,
thanks for watching this exclusive interview with the 419grind.com.